Now let us discuss about four different examples, four different varieties on multinomial theorem. First let's see what is multinomial theorem. So multinomial theorem means x1 plus x2 plus x3 so on x power k whole power n equal to summation of, so that means sigma. So numerator is n factorial, whereas denominator is n1 factorial into n2 factorial, n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into, in the numerator we have to write this x1 power n1 into x2 power n2 into x3 power n3 so on. What is the last term? Xk. So here we can write as n power k. So this is the multinomial theorem. Here we have two types of theorem. First one is binomial theorem. Second one is multinomial theorem. Binomial theorem is useful when we have only two terms, whereas multinomial theorem when we have more than two terms. So it may be 3, 4 or 5, depends upon the problem. So when we have more than two terms, then we need to use the multinomial theorem. Let us see the first example. Find the coefficient of x cube, y cube, z square in the expansion of 2x minus 3y plus 5z whole power 8. So here we need to find out x cube, y cube, z square, and we have only three terms. So directly we can apply the formula and we can find out the coefficient. So here x1 means 2x, x2 means minus 3y, x3 means 5z. So let us apply the formula. So what is the problem? 2x minus 3y plus 5z whole power 8 equal to n factorial. Here what is n value? So this value is nothing but n value. x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole power n. So that is nothing but n value. So 8 factorial by, we don't know what is n1, what is n2 and what is n3. But here the formula is n1 plus n2 plus n3 so on nk is equal to n. So if we add all the n values n1, n2, n3, then we should get 8 as the result. Okay. So we don't know what is n1 value. So n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into x1 power n1. What is x1? 2x. So 2x power, we don't know what is n1, so directly write n1. What is x2? Minus 3y. Here we have minus symbol. So minus 3y whole power, we don't know what is n2. What is x3? 5z. So 5z whole power, we don't know what is n3 value, so let us write n3. So that is equal to 8 factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into 2x whole power n. Now we need to separate the coefficient and exponent. So we can write this as 2 power n1 into x power n1 into, we need to separate the coefficient and exponent. So minus 3 whole power n2 into y power n2 into 5z whole power n3. So we can write this as 5 power n3 into z power n3. So now let us write the coefficient at one place and exponents at another place. So we can write this as 8 factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into, so 2 power n1. So this is one coefficient. Next minus 3 whole power n2. This is another coefficient. Next we have, here we have 5 power n3. So this is another coefficient. 2 power n1 minus 3 power n2, 5 power n3. So these are the coefficients. Now coming to the exponents, x power n1, y power n2. Why? Because these we need to find out x cube, y cube, z square. Into z power n3. Here we have to find out x cube, y cube, z square. So we can equate x power n1 to x cube, y power n2 to y3, z power n3 to z2. So we can equate them. So x power n1 equal to x power we need to find out x cube. Here the bases are equal. If the bases are equal, then we can equate the exponents. So the value of n1 will become 3 now. n1 equal to 3. Likewise, y power n2 equal to y cube. We need to find out y cube. So y power n2 equal to y cube. So here the bases are equal, so we can equate the exponents. So n2 equal to 3. Next, z power n3 equal to z square. Z power n3 equal to z square. So the bases are equal, so equate the exponents. So n cube equal to 2. So here what is n1 value? 3, n2 value 3, n3 value 2. So we have a formula called n1 plus n2 plus n3 equal to n. So what is n1? 3 plus 2 equal to what is n value? N is given in the problem, that is 8. So 3 plus 3 plus 2 means 8. 8 equal to 8. So the condition is true. So our values are correct. So now we need to substitute n1, n2, n3 in this equation. Let this equation is 1. So substitute n1, n2, n3 in this equation. So now we will get 8 factorial by what is n1? 3 factorial into what is n2? 3 factorial into n3 is 2 factorial into 2 power n1. So what is n1? 3. So 2 power 3 into minus 3 whole power. What is n2? 3 into 5 power. What is n3? n3 value is 2. So 5 power 2 into x power. What is n1? 3. So x power 3 into y power. What is n2? 3 into z power. What is n2? 2. So here the coefficient of x cube, y cube, z square is this equation. Now you need to simplify this equation with the help of the calculator. So 8 factorial by, what is the result of 8 factorial? 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 by. So you need to determine 3 factorial. 3 factorial result is 6. 6 into 6 into 2 factorial result is 2. Numerator 2 cube means 8. Minus 3 whole cube means minus 27. 5 square means 10. So you need to simplify that result. So that will become the coefficient of this one. So this is the first problem. Now let us see the second problem. Now let's see the second example. Find the coefficient of a square, b cube, c square, d power 5 in the expansion of a plus 2b minus 3c plus 2d plus 5 whole power 16. Here the problem is we have 4 exponents. We need to find out the exponent of a, b, c, d. But here we have how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have n1, n2, n3, n4, n5. But we have only 4 terms. But we know the formula for n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus n4 equal to n. So we know n value. So directly we can find out n1, n2, n3, n4. So n1 equal to 2, n2 equal to 3. Directly we can find out. It may be either plus or minus. So n4, n5 will become n minus n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus n4. Okay. So let us solve this problem. So here the expansion is a plus 2b minus 3c plus 2d plus 5 whole power 16. A plus 2b minus 3c plus 2d plus 5 whole power 16 equal to what is n value? 16. So 16 fact by here this summation in the expansion there is no need of writing sigma value. Okay. So n1 we don't know what is n1, so we have to write n1 factorial only into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into n4 factorial. Here we have fifth term also, that is 5. So we need to write down n5 also, n5 factorial into x1 power n1. Here x1 is a, so a power n1 into x2 value is 2b, so 2b whole power n2 into x3 value is, here we have minus symbol, so minus 3c whole power n3 into x4 value is 2d, so 2d whole power n4 into x5 value is 5, so 5 power n5. 5 power n5. A power n1, 2b power n2, minus 3c power n3, 2d power n4 into 5 power n5. Okay. So let us expand this one. So we can write this as 16 factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into n4 factorial into n5 factorial into a power n1 into, let us separate the coefficient and exponent. So here the coefficient is 2. So 2 power n2 into exponent is b. Why? Because we need to find out the exponent of b cube. So b power n2. Next, minus 3 power 3. We don't know what is n3. So minus 3 power n3. Next to c power n3 into 2d power n4. We can write that as 2 power n4 into d power n4. Next to 5 power n5. Now let us write. Now we can equate a square and a power n. So we can equate these two. Why? Because we need to find out the coefficient of a square. So that is equal to a power n1 equal to a square. So we can write n1 as 2. n1 equal to 2. So that is n1 value. Next, a power n1 is over. Next, b power. b power n2 equal to, we have to find out b cube value. So we can equate these two. So bases are equal. So we can equate the exponents. So what is n2 value? n2 value is 3. Next to c power n3 equal to, we have to find out c square. c power n3, c, directly we can write like this. c power n3 equal to c square. c square. So bases are equal. So we can equate the exponents. So n3 equal to d. Next, d power n4 equal to d5, d power 5. So n4 equal to 5. So now we have n1, n2, n3, n4. But we need to find out n5 also. But here that e value is not given in the problem. But we know the formula. What is the formula? n1 plus, so let us write from the left portion. n1 plus, n2 plus, n3 plus, n4 plus, n5 equal to n. So what is n? So now we can write n5 as n5 equal to n minus n1 plus, n2 plus, n3 plus, n4. So what is n value? N value is given in the problem. So that is 16. So 16 minus, what is n1? 2. 2 plus, what is n2? 3. 3 plus, n3 value is 2. 2 plus n4 value is 5. So 16 minus 2 plus 3 means 5. 5 plus 2 means 7. 7 plus 5 means 12. 16 minus 12 means 4. So 2 plus 3 5. 5 plus 2 7. 7 plus 5 12. 16 minus 12 means 4. So n5 value is 4. Now we need to substitute n1, n2, n3, n4, n5 in this equation. Equation number 1. So after substituting, we will get 16 factorial by, so what is n1? What is n1? 2. So 2 factorial into, n2 value is 3. 3 factorial into, n3 value is 2. 2 factorial into, n4 value is 5. 5 factorial into, n5 value is 4. 4 factorial into, first let us write the coefficients. Why? Because we need to find out the coefficient. So this is one coefficient. Next this is second coefficient. Next this is third coefficient. This is, this is also coefficient. 2 power n2. So 2 power, what is n2? 3. So 2 power 3 into minus 3 power n3. What is n3? n3 value is 2 into 2 power n4. What is n4 value? 5. So 2 power 5 into 5 power n5. What is n5? n5 value is computed. n5 is 4 into a power n1. A power, what is n1? 2. A square into b power, what is n2? 3 into c power n cube. N cube value is 2 into d power n4 value is 5. Here we have to find out the coefficient of a square, b cube, c square and d5. So this is the result. So 16 factorial, we know the 16 factorial. 16 into 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So you need to compute that with the help of the calculator. By you need to compute this result also. Into 2 cube means 8, into minus 3 square means, minus 3 whole square means minus into minus plus only. Here the result is plus only. So 9 into 2 power 5 means 32, 5 power 4 means, yeah, according to that you need to calculate and write the result. So this is the second example. Now let's see the third example. Find the coefficient of x power 23 in the expansion of 1 plus x power 5 plus x power 9 whole power 10. Here the problem is we have 3 terms in the given generating function, whereas we need to find out the coefficient of only x. That is the problem here. So let us solve this problem. So 1 plus x power 5 plus x power 9 whole power 10 equal to n factorial. N is given, so that is 10 factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into x power n1. So 1 power, what is n1? We don't know what is n1. x2 whole power n2. So x power y whole power n2 into x power 9 whole power n3. So let us separate this. So 10 factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial into, we can write one as x power 0. Why? Because anything power 0 is nothing but 1 only. So x power 0 whole power n1 into x power 5 whole power n2 into x power 9 whole power n3. Now we have to assume n3, n2, n1 values. So by adding n1, n2, n3, we have to produce this 10 as the result. Why? Because we know the formula for n equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3. N is given, and here we have to find out the coefficient of x power 23. So here we have to get the 23 as the result. So we need to satisfy both these constraints. So this is nothing but trial and error method. We may have multiple solutions. We need to find out only one solution. Okay. So first let us write this one. So 10 factorial by, so x power 9 into n3. Here I am assuming n3 value as 2. Then 9 into 2 means 18. So we should get 18, x power 18. We have to produce x power 23 as the result. Okay. Next, x power 5 into n2. Let us assume n2 value. Let n2 value is 1. So here we have 2. That is n3 value is 2. Here we have n2. n2 value is 1. So 2 plus 1 means 3. We have to produce 10 as the result. So now n1 will become 2 plus 1 means 3. So n equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3. So n3 will become subtraction. So 10 minus 3, that is nothing but 7. So x power 0 into, what is n1 now? 7. So this is n3, this is n2, this is n1. So by satisfying these constraints, we can assume any values. Okay. So 7 plus 1 means 8, 8 plus 2 means 10. So we have 10 as the result. So our n1, n2, n3 values are correct only. Now here we have to find out the coefficient of x power 23. Here while calculating the coefficient, let us multiply this. So 9 into 2 means 18. So x power 18. 5 into 1 means 5. So x power 8, 18 into x power 5. That is nothing but x power 23. Here we have 0 only. 0 into 7 means 0. So 18 plus 23 plus 0 is nothing but 18 plus 5 plus 7 is nothing but 23 only. So this is the special example. Okay. So 10 factorial by, so mainly in the examination the question may be given like this. If they want to give some typical question, then you can get this one. Okay. So 10 factorial by, so what is n1? n1 is 7. So 7 factorial into n2 means 1. So 1 factorial into n3 is 2. So 10 factorial by 7 factorial into 1 factorial into 2. So that is equal to 10 factorial by, so 7 factorial into 1 factorial into 2 factorial into, so we will get x power 9 into 2 means 18, x power 5 into 1 means x power 5, 0 into 7 means 0. So we will get x power 23. So here the coefficient is this one. So 10 factorial by 7 factorial into 1 factorial into 2 factorial. So you have to simplify this result in the examination. Now let's see the last example. Compute or evaluate. So in the numerator n value is given. In the denominator, some 3 or 4 values may be given. So directly we can apply the formula. So we know the formula. So what is the formula? N factorial by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial. Here n is nothing but 7. So 7 factorial by n1 is 2. So 2 factorial into n2 means 3. So 3 factorial into n3 is 2. So 2 factorial. So you need to simplify this equation. So you will get some result. So that is nothing but the result of this one after computing this expression. So this is the result. So likewise you can solve any problem in the examination if the question is given on the multinomial theorem. So multinomial theorem means we need to find out the coefficient of, so some series will be given in the expansion of. Okay, if this problem is given, then directly we have to apply the multinomial. So multinomial means we have more than 2 terms, whereas binomial means we have only 2 terms. So find the coefficient of x power 2, y power 1 in x plus y whole power 10. So we have only 2 terms. Okay. So this is about multinomial theorem. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, as well as share the channel with your friends. Thanks for watching.